So as some of you remember, hopefully some of you have seen this before. If you haven't, this is our overview of our developmental courses here at Bunker Hill. So some of you are going to be familiar with our sequence up here at the top, which is ELL level 1, 2, and 3, which leads to our college writing or college level courses. But some of you might not be familiar as with the sequence down here, which is our math courses. And so that's going to be the number one option I'm going to tell students about what they can take this summer. Because almost every single program we have here involves just a little bit of math, if not a lot of math. So you'll see right here in our math sequence, there is what I call ELL for math too. So if you know your math skills are not as strong as where you think they might be, you might be asked to take these classes in the gray here. I'm just going to zoom in for a little bit so you can see the math a little bit better. So anything in the gray is very similar to ELL in the fact that they are not college level and they help you prepare you for college level math classes. And what makes this chart a little bit more confusing than maybe the ELL chart is that there are 3 different pathways for you to choose. And that's all going to depend on what you are studying. So for example, if I want to study biology or computer science or engineering, I would actually go in this middle path right here because that's our STEM math sequence. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. And so you'll see right here, I have to probably go all the way up to calculus. And so if I am starting at the beginning, because that's where I tested, I would have to take all of these math classes before I even start with calculus. So this is going to be my number one recommendation, like I said before. Take that assessment test, find out what you're taking, and start that math sequence. I know some of you are in math already, which is great, so you can continue doing those math classes that are required for your major. But if you haven't taken the assessment test, I'm going to put the link right here. It's www.bhcc.edu/assessment. While the college is closed, they will be doing some remote testing options, which means that you can actually take the test in your own home. But those slots are filling up quickly, so make sure you go to this link today to sign up for that. Let's say, for example, I'm studying sociology or English. I would actually take only one of these math classes. I wouldn't need to take all of these. But like I said, if you take that assessment test and you test into Math 93 or Math 97, you still need to take those before these classes count towards your major. So math is definitely an option to take during this time. Almost all associate's degrees, actually all associate's degrees, require at least one math class. And for those of you who are in STEM fields, it's going to require a lot more. Another interesting note is that if you're in business, you actually business transfer. You will actually follow this sequence right here because you need to take calculus for management science. What about other classes? I don't want to take a math class, so I want to find another class. Depending on what you are studying, you may be able to take other classes that count towards your major while taking ELL courses. These classes usually have no prerequisites at all or require ELL level 2. And they usually are your general education requirements, which we'll talk about in a future video. Now remember, prerequisite means you have to take this class before you take another class. So if there are no prerequisites, that means anyone, no matter what their English level is, can take this class. One example of a prerequisite is that you must take English 111 before you take English 112. That means that English 111 is a prerequisite for English 112. This is really my advice for everyone. If you don't know what to take this summer or next semester in the fall, send an email to your success coach if you want to learn more.